think that we can start. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first International Joint Conference on Learning and Reasoning. I'm Nikos Kadzouris. I am co-chairing ILP, one of the events that participate in IJCLR, and I'm also the virtual conference organizer, so I'm the closest thing there is to a host to this event. I'm very happy to see you all here today. I'm also very happy that this is finally starting after 2 years talking about it. As you probably know, this was originally scheduled for last year. Unfortunately, due to COVID, the COVID situation, we weren't able to have the conference as a live event. We're having it this year as a virtual conference. As you probably know, you know what it's all about. Workshops and conferences addressing various aspects of Apologies for that. My screen was displaying some disturbing note that there was an internet connection. I guess that everything is okay, as the team here informs me. So allow me to share my screen in order to show you a couple of quick slides to introduce the event. Okay. So I think that you all know what this is about. As I was saying earlier, 4 international conferences, small and middle scale conferences and workshops addressing various aspects of learning and reasoning, joining forces and having this conference together, having their sessions in parallel. So ILP, inductive logic programming, NESI, neurosymbolic learning and reasoning, STAR AI, statistical relational AI, and AIIP, which is about inductive programming. These workshops and conferences are taking place in parallel here today and the next 2 days. And this, as a result, we have what I think will be a very exciting program consisting of, we have 80 papers overall to be presented in the conference, either as oral presentations or as posters. These papers are largely divided in 2 categories. So we have journal track papers and conference track papers. Journal track papers are the papers in the journal track that will be presented in the conference. They are either fully accepted or accepted subject to minor revisions currently to the special issue of general learning and reasoning supported by the machine learning. And then we have conference track papers which are submitted, they are accepted in one of the participating events. The PDFs of the posters of the papers are available on the website. In addition to these regular sessions, we have poster sessions which will be held in Gather. More information, I will provide more information in a while. Of course, we have very exciting keynote talks and also some invited talks which are they're going to take place during the individual parallel sessions of the individual workshops. We have a panel discussion on the last day. I will say a few things about that in a while, and you can find more information about all that through the program outline. So I would like to show you a little bit about that, about the structure of the program in the next 3 days, today and in the next 2 days. So each day starts with a keynote talk, and it ends with a keynote. The first 2 days, at least the first 2 days, they end with a keynote. And for today and tomorrow, the structure is the same. We have, after the keynote, we have parallel sessions where each workshop, they're doing they're following their own program. Then we have a break, and then come the joint sessions, which consist of general track papers, which might be of interest to the broader audience that joins this conference today. Audience that originates from various communities that contribute to the events that participate in IJCLR. So after the joint sessions, we have poster sessions, joint poster sessions. So all posters of the papers which are submitted to IJCLR will be presented during these sessions. I will say, like I said, more things about that in a while. Then we have again parallel sessions break and a closing keynote. That's a brief description of the program outline over here. You can browse the website and find more information. Two very quick instructions to the participants. The first is that all sessions will be recorded as we're planning to upload, to edit out Q&A sessions and discussions and upload all the material on the web in order to be available to anyone. Kind request to paper presenters in the various sessions to please join 10 minutes in advance to give time to the hosts to set you up with microphones and cameras. In all sessions, there's going to be a person from us, from the organization team, who's going to be responsible for giving microphone access or giving camera access and share screen access to the speakers. The host will also set up the chairs, the chair of the session. The attendants of the session, of all sessions, will be by default muted and their camera will be off, and they won't have access to these features. So the only person that will be able to do that will be the host and the chair. So the chair will be co-host of the session and will be able to grant and remove access, microphone access to the presenters. So please join 10 minutes in advance. Any technical issues that might appear, or any questions that you might have regarding Zoom and technical issues of Zoom, we might resolve at the time. Poster sessions are going to be held at Gather. There is a large poster hall, pretty basic, pretty simple, with all the posters of the conference uploaded there. This is password protected, so the password has been sent to all the participants. We have 65 posters, and these are divided, as you see here, in three different clusters. Actually, they have different colors in order to make it easy to identify which is which. So the blue clusters are journal track papers and ILP papers. The red cluster is NESI papers, and the orange cluster is Star AI papers. This arrangement of the posters has also something to do with the schedule, when these are going to be presented in which of the two poster sessions. So the blue cluster on the top left, these are papers that are going to be presented today in today's poster session. As well, the same holds for the half upper part of the red cluster. So these papers over here and these papers over here are for today. Then these papers over here are for tomorrow's poster session, and these papers over here, the Star AI papers, they're gonna, Sebastian let me know earlier last week, authors are willing to participate in both poster sessions. Of course, the scheduling of the poster sessions that you can find in the program is indicative. I mean, the poster hall will be open throughout the conference, and authors are able to, and most welcome to use it and be present in both poster sessions to present their work and get feedback. This might be important since the presentations in general are very short, the oral presentations, due to the heavy program that we have and the large number of papers that need to be presented. So presentations are mostly 10 or 15 minutes long. So if you want to get feedback and present your work a little bit more, then please join both poster sessions tomorrow, today and tomorrow. Okay, like I said in the beginning, in addition to organizing this virtual conference, I'm also co-hosting the 30th version of ILP, co-chairing, sorry about that. I'm also co-chairing the 30th version of ILP. This is a great honor for me, along with my colleague, Alex Artikis. We have 6 sessions in the conference. We have 14 journal track papers and 18 conference track papers, long and short. Proceedings will be published by Springer after the conference. I think that the program, the ILP program, is really interesting. People that are interested in ILP, please join the sessions. Look them up in the program, join the sessions. I think you'll find them very interesting. Okay, that wraps it up from my side for now. Please, if you have any questions, just forward them to me. I'll try to answer. We'll try to answer as quickly as possible. One more comment, one more piece of instruction for paper presenters. When you join your session, for paper session attendants, when you join your session, please, if you have questions, write the questions in the chat during the time that the speaker are giving the presentation. And then the chair has the option to either read the questions from the chat themselves or give access to you, microphone access to you to ask your question. But take some time to write the questions in the chat. So this wraps it up. I will now pass the floor to Luc Derad, who is the general chair of the conference.
Okay, so thanks a lot, Nikos. Thanks for organizing this. I'm really, really excited that this is happening. And I'm also very excited to welcome all of you at this first edition of the International Joint Conference on Learning and Reasoning. There were two reasons for organizing this. The first is that this is the era of learning and reasoning in AI. I mean, in the past, people have focused exclusively on either learning or reasoning. And I guess today everybody realizes that if you want to get truly intelligent systems, you need both learning and reasoning. Also, if you want to get trustworthy AI, learning and reasoning are both needed. The second reason for this is that learning and reasoning has, of course, been studied for quite a while in different sub-communities like ILP, starry eye, neurosymbolic, and inductive programming. And I think before we were really looking at intersections of areas, I think today it's really wise to look at the unions of this and to join the efforts and to look at global problems, the kind of commonalities that we all have. And that is why I think it's important that this is happening. So I'm really very, very excited.
I'm just sharing the slides that you sent me. Sorry for being slow on that.
It's okay. It's okay. We can, because I'm finished. So, I mean, here you see, like, we really should focus on the union, on the problems we have in common and also the solutions that come from one field. Maybe they can be applied to another representation. So I wish you all a successful and inspiring conference. So I think now the word is for one of the other chairs.
Yes, Arthur, if you please, do you want to say a few words about NESI?
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Arthur Garces. I am one of the organizers of the NESI workshop, Neurosymbolic Learning and Reasoning. It's great to have this finally going ahead. The workshop, of course, it's in its 15th edition. So it's been going on since 2005. We started at IJCLR at Edinburgh. So that's why the acronym. And over the years, we've had a large number of very important contributions. And it's not different this year. And the history of the workshop is in this webpage, neurosymbolic.org. So you can find everything about the workshop over there. So just to say a few words about the program. We have a great lineup of speakers. I just need to, would like to list their names. Bear with me. Guy van der Broek, Zachary Lipton, Ian Horrocks, Havas Sigamon, Craig Atkinson, Razvan Pascanu, Rahath Al-Jundi, Tom Mitchell, Bing Liu, Adam White, Pascal Hitzler, Aaron Eberhardt, Monira Ebrahimi, Federico Bianchi, Michael Sprenger, Dan Phillips, Joe Townsend, Alex Jaimes, and Dragos Marginianto. Thank you all for giving invited talks. The workshop will have 3 tutorials, one on the semantic web, one on explainable AI, and one on continual learning. He has contributed papers. These were peer-reviewed and are published with CEUR, and the proceedings are available in the webpage and the NESI website. And it will have, as was mentioned already, joint papers, joint poster sessions, and journal paper presentations as part of the journal track, the machine learning journal track, which is ongoing, by the way. The next deadline is December this year, so send your papers there. And it also has an industry track, which will be quite exciting. Finally, just want to thank the co-organizers of the workshop, Ernesto Jimenez Ruiz, Natalia Diaz Rodriguez, Dagmar Groman, Frederick Hugh, Dennis Silver, Louis Lamb, and Veronica Thost. These are chairs and co-organizers. Thank you so much. Enjoy the conference. That's all from me.
Thank you, Arthur. Ute, would you like to say a few words?
Yeah, hello. I'm here live from my morning lecture about cognitive modeling, actually, and students are with me in the room. So also welcome from my side. I'm together with Cesar Ferry organizing the inductive programming workshop part of this conference, and our presentations will be tomorrow. Our topic is inductive programming, which is traditionally an area of research where background knowledge and background theories and reasoning is combined with learning from small data sets, such as input-output examples, to learn, for instance, recursive programs. So tomorrow we have one invited speaker within our sessions. Don't miss the talk of Armando Sola-Lezama from MIT. He will speak about neurosymbolic reasoning, fitting to what Arthur just introduced now, about neurosymbolic reasoning for better learning. Thanks again to all the organizers, and see you hopefully tomorrow.
Thank you very much. And also, let's hear a couple of words from Sebastian from Star AI.
Hi. So after Nikos, Luke, Arthur, and Ute, I don't have much left to say, except to welcome you in the name of Star AI organizers. So Star AI, this is our kind of, let's say, a celebratory 10th edition. And we've been, throughout the history, focusing on combining logical and probabilistic representations and learning together with learning and reasoning. And in the spirit of Star AI, we have 14 very exciting papers, and we also decided to foster discussion, which is typically the goal of Star AI workshops, is to forego all of the talks and just dedicate all of our time to poster sessions and discussions, so that our authors of our submission can get very useful feedback for their future papers. And that is pretty much all I have to say. Well, I hope you enjoy conferences. Well, as we expect you to enjoy, I hope that really happens. And that's all from my side.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Sebastian. So at this point, I will circle back to Luke, who will introduce our first keynote speaker,